This sky, I don't like it.
Ready to fire, sir.
Welcome to the New World Order. Fire!
Just close your eyes and listen. Tell me you can't hear that.
Square Enix has confirmed that the next installment after the Final Fantasy VII Remake will be a Part 2 entry. Not only that, but it will also be a part of a trilogy, which means that a Part 3 entry will launch sometime in the future. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is an upcoming action RPG currently in development by Square Enix Studios. It's the second part of Final Fantasy VII Remake, which Square Enix has confirmed will be a trilogy series compilation. Final Fantasy VII Remake was originally released in 1997 by the same name. The remake turned many heads with its exhilarating and challenging combat, as well as an emotionally driven story. It's certainly interesting to see how far Square Enix is willing to go to stretch out all that the studio's reimagining of the franchise's legendary game is capable of. In the original, Cloud and Co. take on an adventurous journey. However, Part 1 took a completely different turn to explore what-if scenarios and multiple timelines. Part 2, on the other hand, seems to want to double down on alternative scenarios a few ounces more. For instance, Cloud's childhood friend, Tifa. She originally survived the encounter between Sephiroth and Tifa in the Mako reactor. However, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth introduces a wild twist where Sephiroth actually kills Tifa, or perhaps Tifa reincarnates as some other version of Genova, an alien form that has been a menace to the planet throughout the game. Regardless of the final plotline, it's definitely quite interesting to see how all of the multiple timelines play out, particularly Tifa's mysterious fate. You can catch a sneak peek into the gameplay in the trailer from the Summer Game Fest event. It shows Cloud and Co. riding chocobos and exploring diverse environments. They fight off several creatures in a hybrid action combat system. Similar to Part 1, Rebirth will use both real-time action and commands, plus a vast, open-world space beyond Midgar. Before, the Final Fantasy VII Remake created multiple timelines. Now, it seems that its second chapter will go all in on the concept. We can also confirm that guest party member Red 13 from Final Fantasy VII Remake will take on a more solid role in Final Fantasy Rebirth as a fully playable character. Otherwise, familiar party members like Tifa, Aerith, and Barret retain their spots. The first official announcement of the making of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth was during the 25th anniversary livestream of Final Fantasy VII in 2022. Here, Square Enix confirmed that Final Fantasy VII Remake is a trilogy, and that the second installment will be called Rebirth. Thereafter, it took a whole year to get hands on details on the story and gameplay, which finally brought the house down via a gameplay trailer revealed toward the end of the Summer Game Fest 2023 event. We also received a new release date that day, moved from winter 2023 to early 2024. While the exact release date remains a mystery, fans of Final Fantasy are still pretty excited, with a good number of folks taking to Twitter to air their responses about the new game. For a first look, you can check out the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It shows the game's stunning graphics, leveraging the power of the next-gen PS5 console. A more in-depth look, though, is better seen via the gameplay trailer showcased at 2023 Second Summer Game Fest event. It was definitely a stylish way to close out the event with a bang, seeing as fans of Final Fantasy had been waiting for a sneak peek for over a year. In the trailer, you can catch glimpses of the game's hybrid action combat as well as the sequel's new, stunning graphics. Previously, we had hoped to get our hands on Final Fantasy Rebirth in winter 2023. However, the release window has been pushed further into early 2024, with an exact release date yet to be revealed. While Final Fantasy VII Remake released on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and PC platforms, its second chapter, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, will only launch digitally and physically on PlayStation 5 platforms. There's a fair chance the game could still make it to PS4 and PC via Steam. For now, though, we only have confirmation of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth releasing on PS5. Additionally, it seems that the game is so huge that it will have to launch on 2 separate discs.
Feast your eyes on the Turk's latest and greatest, Elena.
She may be new, but she's still a Turk.
They say she's a monster, that she can peer inside you, into the very depths of your soul, that she can become those you hate, those you fear, those you love.
You murdered my dad! You burned my village!
You know that I killed her. So, who is she?